Hi, I'm Panny and welcome back to Super Gaming News, where today we're going to be talking about new indie studios, OZombie and Saints Row 4. We're kicking off news today with a moment of silence in remembrance of our poor friend OZombie, the game that American McGee was working on raising money via Kickstarter for. The Kickstarter for the game has been cancelled for a couple of reasons. The first one being that the studio are currently trying to acquire the rights to the Alice series, the film rights for it, and they're looking to raise the funds for that also via Kickstarter. As per Kickstarter's terms of service, they can't run two simultaneous campaigns at once, so they're essentially sacrificing OZombie at this point to work on the Alice film rights instead. The first obvious question to ask there would be why not let OZombie's campaign finish, see if they raise the funds, and then go ahead and start the second campaign for Alice. The reasoning there is that apparently the window for them to acquire these rights is pretty small, so they really need to jump on the opportunity right now when they can, which is why they needed to cancel OZombie and focus on Alice for now. The second reason for cancelling OZombie is that apparently the funding wasn't going so well. With 20 days left in the campaign, they'd only raised about 15% so far, and projections showed they probably weren't going to raise more than 30% before the end of the campaign. I guess with projections like that and having a second project that's undoubtedly probably more popular because it is already a successful franchise, it does make sense for them to cancel OZombie, but it's definitely not something that I thought would happen or I'm happy about. I thought OZombie looked amazing and I was really looking forward to having it out and finding out more about it and watching it grow as a game, but it doesn't mean that cancelling the Kickstarter means that it's gone forever. They're definitely still interested in working on OZombie at some point in future, it's just been taken off the table for now. I'm definitely a little bit surprised that a name like American McGee, such a well-known name in the gaming industry, wasn't able to raise the funds for this game on Kickstarter, a game that sounded so interesting and had something really, I guess, kind of different despite the fact that it was another zombie game. It definitely had a more interesting sub-story behind it just being a zombie game. Other big game devs in the past have gone to Kickstarter for help, as evidenced by Double Fine and Obsidian Entertainment. They've both had really successful Kickstarter campaigns running, so I was definitely surprised that American McGee's OZombie campaign didn't do so well. The silver lining here, of course, is that we do have the Alice film to look forward to, and we can go ahead and help them out via Kickstarter for that one as well when it's up. On to the second piece of news for today, which is that 3 of the lead developers who worked on SimCity earlier this year, a game that was definitely released to lukewarm reception at best due to online issues and DRM issues and things we're not going to get into right now, 3 of the lead developers who worked on SimCity have decided to leave their positions at EA and focus on their brand new own indie game company instead. The new studio is called Jellygrade, and it's been formed by Electronic Arts former creative director Ocean Quigley, former gameplay lead Dan Moskowitz, and former lead architect Andrew Wilmot. Describing themselves as recovering ex-AAA game developers, the team are currently working on an unnamed mobile project. A few pieces of concept art can be found on their Tumblr account, jellygrade.tumblr.com, and you can follow them at Jellygrade on Twitter for more updates. I'm not necessarily looking forward to playing this game or anything because right now I'm just not finding myself particularly interested in mobile games. But I am definitely interested to find out what these big ex-AAA developers are going to do now that they have the freedom of their own indie studio. They're not being held down by the shackles of the traditional gaming industry. They have all the freedom to do whatever they want in terms of DRM, pricing, DLC and things like that. It'll definitely be an interesting thing to see how they use that freedom and if they're going to integrate any aspects of their work at EA into it or if they'll go in a completely different direction. Finally for today, Deep Silver, the publisher of Saints Row 4, have released a list of the voice actors who'll be appearing in the game. The list includes some really big names to us, including Neil Patrick Harris, which I'm super excited about returning, Keith David, Nolan North, Terry Crews, and a whole lot more. You can find the full list in the description if you'd like to read it for yourself. It's worth noting here that the list of voice actors seems to list a lot of characters who have actually died in previous entries in the series, so I guess Saints Row 4 introducing that new virtual reality aspect means that we're going to be seeing the return of a lot of old characters, which I'm definitely excited about. And while we're on the topic of Saints Row 4, this image was posted onto the official Saints Row Twitter account yesterday, so it looks like we definitely now have the confirmation that everyone's favourite Saint, Johnny Gat, is going to be making a return to the series, which is awesome. And that is all the news that I have to share with you guys today, so thank you as always so much for watching. Remember you can follow me on Twitter, Facebook and Tumblr, the links can be found in the description below. I'm going to PAX Australia this Saturday and Sunday and Friday, it stops on Friday. I'll be tweeting a lot from my Twitter account so you can go ahead and follow that one if you'd like to be kept up to date with what I'm doing at PAX. Don't forget you can always subscribe to this channel right here, where as well I'll be uploading footage from the PAX show floor and after PAX with thoughts and wrap-ups and things like that. Go ahead and click the subscribe button wherever it is, up there or down there or to one of the sides, I don't know where it shows up. Go ahead and click that if you would like, and you can like and favorite this video if you would like to help get my name out. But otherwise, I think that is everything, so thank you again for watching, and I'll see you all again soon for more gaming news and videos.